Hello, welcome to Flow with Faith. My name is Faith. Today we'll be doing around 20 minutes of hip flexors and hamstrings to achieve the front splits. You can do this practice daily or every other day to give your muscles a little break in between. Let's get started. We'll start off lying down on our backs. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall open wide for butterfly pose. You can bring your feet closer towards your pelvis for more sensation, or further away for less sensation. You might place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. Relax into the earth beneath you, feeling light as a feather. Allow your pelvis and your hips to relax. Relax your shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in, filling your belly with air, feeling your hands rise with your inhales and fall with your exhales. Take a few more long, slow, deep breaths here in this pose, choosing to let go of any stress or worry. When you're ready, extend your legs long in front of you. Coming into a supine figure 4, place your right ankle just above your left knee. Start to bend your left knee, bringing the sole of your left foot to the mat. And then interlace your hands behind your left thigh, pulling your left knee and right shin closer towards you. Use your breath to relax any tension in your right hip and glute. Come to a place that feels good for you. Maybe you close your eyes or soften your gaze. Completely surrender in this pose. Take a few more long and deep breath cycles here. Enjoying this beautiful time that you've carved out for yourself. And when you're ready, gently release your bind and extend your legs long in front of you. Begin to slowly switch sides. Bring your left ankle just above your right knee and start to pull your right knee and left shin in towards you. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh, pulling your left shin closer towards you with every exhale. Notice if there's any areas of tension that you can relax and let go of. Take a deep inhale, inhaling in lots of good energy, and exhale to release anything that's no longer serving you in this moment. Take a couple more nourishing breath cycles here. And when you're ready, release your bind and extend your legs long in front of you. You're going to do a funky transition to get you into downward facing dog. Just roll onto your belly, tuck your toes, and send your hips high and back for downward facing dog. Once you've arrived in downward facing dog, start to pedal out your feet, bending one knee and then the other. And notice if there's any areas of tightness or tension. find some stillness. Inhale to raise your right leg up to the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale to stack your hips, sending your right foot behind your left glute. Feeling a big opening through the front body. Take one more inhale here. And exhale to unstack your hips and gracefully guide your right foot through your hands for a low lunge. Allow your back knee to come to the mat, framing your foot with your hands. Allow your head to hang heavy. Maybe you close your eyes or soften your gaze. Allow the weight of gravity to sink you deeper into this pose. If any thoughts start to arise in this moment, use your breath to anchor you back into the present moment. Noticing if your breath is shallow or deep, fast or slow. Notice the coolness of the air as you inhale and the warmth as you exhale. Take a few more cleansing breath cycles in this pose, sinking a little deeper with every exhale. Coming into an optional bind. Inhale to reach your right arm towards the sky as you flick your left foot up behind you. Exhale to gently reach for your left foot behind you, coming into a revolved low lunge. If you can't reach your back foot, that is perfectly fine. You can just reach towards the back of the room and you should still feel some benefit from this. If this is just uncomfortable for you, feel free to come back into your low lunge. We'll only be here for a couple more breath cycles, so make them count, deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales. When you're ready, gently release your bind and float your left leg back down to the mat. Come back to center in our low lunge pose. Coming into half splits, inhale, and exhale to gently send your hips towards the back of the mat, using your hands to guide you. Extend your right leg long in front of you. Tint up onto all 10 fingertips and lift through your chest. Pull your right hip back and bring your left hip forward. Take a deep inhale and exhale as you gently fold over your right leg. Find what feels good here. You should feel a deep sensation along your right glute and right hamstring, and maybe even your right calf. Flex your right toes back towards you. And breathe here for just a moment. Trying not to round through your spine, but keeping your chest right and hinging from your hips, sinking a little deeper with every exhale. Take your last big breath in this pose and exhale to gently bend your knee and guide your hands towards the front of the mat, coming into a lizard lunge. Bring your right foot on the outside of your right hand. If staying up on your hands feels good, then stay here. If you'd like a deeper sensation, feel free to come on down to your forearms. You might open your right knee out towards the right side of your mat, opening through your hips. Relax your head, close your eyes, soften your shoulders and your hips. Let go of any stress, worry, or burden from the day thus far. Find peace from within as you rest here for a few more breath cycles. If you are on your forearms, start to come back up onto your hands. And gracefully bring your right foot to meet your left, coming into tabletop pose. Once you're in tabletop pose, tuck your toes and send your hips high and back for downward facing dog. Once you're in downward facing dog, pedal it out and notice the difference in your right leg compared to your left. Notice if it feels looser, more relaxed, or if you feel more energy rushing through your leg. After a few pedals, start to find some stillness. We'll switch sides. Inhale, raise your left leg for three-legged dog. And exhale to stack your hips, opening up through your front body. You can inhale here. And exhale to square your hips off with the mat and guide your left foot through your hands for a low lunge. Framing your foot with your hands. Find a place that feels good in this pose. Relax your head. Allow it to hang heavy. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. Choose to be present in this moment and let go of any lingering anticipation or stress or holding. Take a few more deep breath cycles in this pose, sinking deeper with every exhale. When you're ready, we'll come into our optional revolved low lunge. Keeping your right hand planted on the mat, inhale to reach your left arm up towards the sky and flick your right foot up behind you. And exhale as you reach for your right foot behind you. This side might be completely different than the other side. You might have been able to reach for your foot on the other side and not on this side. And that is okay. Just do what your body is telling you it needs. Stay here for just a couple more long, slow breath cycles. Gently release your bind and come back to your low lunge, framing your foot with your hands. Coming into our half splits, slowly and gently guide your hips towards the back of the mat, using your hands to get you there. Extend your left leg long in front of you, flex your left toes back, hint up through all 10 fingers and lift through your chest. Pull your left hip back and right hip forward. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold gently over your left leg. Take a moment to just put a smile across your face and thank yourself for showing up to your practice today. Inhale lots of love and happiness in. And exhale to let go of anything you don't need anymore. We'll be here for just a few more breath cycles. When you're ready, slowly bend your knee and walk your hands towards the front of your mat, bringing your hands on the inside of your left foot for a lizard lunge. Take a deep inhale and exhale to either stay where you're at or come on down to your forearms. Allow your left knee to open towards the left side of your mat, opening through your hips. Relax in this pose for just a moment and enjoy the sensation that this pose brings. Remember to breathe and use your breath to sink deeper into this pose and release any holding or tension. When you're ready, if you're on your forearms, come back up to your hands and gracefully bring your left foot to meet your right for tabletop pose. And then tuck your toes and send your hips high and back for downward facing dog. Pedal it out and notice the space you've just created in your hips and glutes. Find some stillness. We'll come into our next pose, half pigeon. Inhale to lift your right leg high to the sky for three-legged dog. And exhale to drive your right knee towards your right wrist and your right ankle towards your left wrist. Find a place that feels comfortable and doesn't bring any sharp pain or strain, but just brings a deep sensation throughout your right glute and right hip. And when you've found that place, tint up through all 10 fingers, walking them closer towards your right shin. Inhale, lift up through your chest. And exhale to either stay on your hands or come on down to forearms, folding over your right leg. Use your breath here. Take a deep inhale, sending it to wherever you feel sensation. And exhale to release any holding or any tension from that area. We'll be here for just a moment. So relax your head, relax your shoulders, and find peace from within. If you're on your forearms, start to come back up onto your hands. Move slowly and gracefully. Bring your right foot to meet your left for tabletop pose. And then once you're ready, tuck your toes and send your hips high and back for downward facing dog. Pedal it out, bending one knee and then the other. And notice the rush of energy flowing through your right hip and glute, all the way down your right leg. Find some stillness. And inhale, we'll switch sides. Lift your left leg up for three-legged dog. And exhale, drive your left knee towards your left wrist and your left ankle towards your right wrist. for half pigeon. Tint up through all 10 fingers. Inhale, lift up through your chest. And exhale to either stay on your hands or come on down to forearms. Find a place that feels good for you, a place of gentle but deep sensation. Listen to what your body is trying to tell you. Relax here for just a moment, sending your breath to anywhere that you feel tension. If you're on your forearms, start to come back up onto your hands. Bring your left foot to meet your right, coming into tabletop pose. Move as slowly as you need to here. And then when you're ready, meet me in downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet one more time. And when you're ready, find some stillness. Allow your knees to come to the mat for tabletop pose. Keep your arms extended out in front of you as you send your hips back, coming into child's pose. Do what feels good for you, whether that's keeping your knees wide for more space or bringing them together for more support. Rest your forehead gently on the mat. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day. And exhale to let go and release anything that you've been holding on to. Leave whatever is not serving you today on your mat. Find gratitude for this time you've taken for yourself today, for being able to move your body in a way that feels good, for being able to use this practice to find peace and relax. I hope you've benefited from this practice today. Let me know in the comments if you like this video, and if you do, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to my channel to support me throughout my journey. And again, if you are trying to achieve the front splits, try to do this video every day or every other day. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.